Hey guys, I just really quickly wanted to go over my expectations for this ALEKS Tracker that we are doing in class. It's a new thing, I want to try it out and see how it goes, so I wanted to walk you through what it looks like and my expectations for how you fill it out. So the first thing that you're going to do when you get it is the first thing you do anytime I give you anything in class or anywhere, right? Put your name on it so if it gets lost, we know where to find it, or who to return it to, where it belongs. Okay, make sure you put your hour so makes it easier to find you that way. Okay, this ALEKS Tracker specifically that we're doing on October 26th is going to be for quarter 2, so that's what will go there. Then it says, my goal in ALEKS this quarter is to get 8 topics a week. I will use this sheet to track my progress every week. If I am struggling to reach my goal, I will talk to Mrs. White to see how she can help me be successful. During week 1, I completed a knowledge check. So there's a couple parts of that I really want to point out. The first one is that everybody's goal this quarter is going to be to get 8 topics a week. So that's what we're tracking, 8 topics a week. If you have a very special circumstance and there's absolutely no way you can do 8 topics a week, let me know, send me an email so we can make arrangements to address that. But that will be case by case. So then it says, I will use this sheet to track my progress every week. If I am struggling to reach my goal, I will talk to Mrs. White to see how she can help me be successful. During week 1, I completed a knowledge check. So on this last Monday, this last Tuesday, which was the first day of quarter 1, we completed a knowledge check. It was called quarter 2 knowledge check. You also may have already been in the middle of a knowledge check in ALEKS. That's fine as well. So that should be done, and that needs to be done. Do not put that off. It's going to make this a lot harder for you. So please make sure your knowledge check is done. So there are 10 weeks in quarter 2. Week 1 was your knowledge check, and then you can see on this sheet there's week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, and week 9. There's no week 10. Week 10 is the last week of the quarter. Hopefully you've been keeping up with your goal by then and you have 8 topics every week, so you'd have a freebie week. In the event that you don't keep up with your topics, week 10 would be your makeup week to make up any topics that you hadn't done. So once a week in class, it will likely be Thursdays for bell work or on your own, whatever works for you. You're going to go into ALEKS. So let's go there. Okay. So you're going to go into ALEKS. This is your homepage. From your homepage, you're going to click your 3 little lines in the left-hand corner. And it says reports. Please click on that. And once it loads, you'll see in the bottom row in the middle, it says this week's activity. That's where we're going to look to track our topics. So you're going to click view full report. And I haven't done any topics in the student account, so there's no shaded lines above Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for me this week. You, as you're doing topics, will have shaded lines kind of like the one above my Friday, and you'll also have some blue and orange bars. So you can see at the bottom, there's a blue square and it says topics learned, and then there's an orange square and it says topics attempted and not learned. Those will show up on your bars. What we are tracking is your topics learned. So if you look up at the top, you can see your total time in this class, your total time in ALEKS, and then it says total for this period. So the period that we've selected is week. We've selected that. We can choose week, month, or all. You're always going to choose week because we're tracking it every week. And then it says total for this period, 13 minutes and 53 seconds. That's the time you've spent. And then it says 0 learned. That is what you are tracking. So if that says 0, you wouldn't fill in any squares. If that says 4, you would fill out 4 on your chart. And if it said 8, which hopefully it will every week, you will fill out 8. So you'll check that number. Let's say, for example, it said 6. And you would go take out your chart. And we're on week 2, so you did 6 topics, and you would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 topics. You did 6 topics. So you're gonna fill out or check off. I don't care if you fill the boxes all the way in. I don't care if you choose to put a check mark in them, whatever it is that you like. I don't have a preference, but make sure you're checking off or marking the boxes for the topics you've complete, because in an ideal world, every single week you would have every single box filled out, right? It would be all filled out because you did 8 topics. You checked that you did 8 topics in ALEKS. You're not just going to make up a number, because you know that I can still check in ALEKS and see if you're being honest with yourself or not. And that's in theory what it would look like every week, because you completed 8 topics. So that is kind of my expectation. That's what this will look like. You'll check ALEKS, see how many topics you've completed, and fill it out. The next week you'll check ALEKS, see how many topics you've completed, and fill it out. It's fairly simple. I just wanted a visual way for you guys to stay on top of your ALEKS. So if you have any questions, let me know.